connection. So at halftime, it's the Bears out in front in Chicago. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a design boot. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
He'll throw it. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Packers pick it up! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Kate, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. 2nd and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. Man in motion here. Running it after the penalty. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. On now is York to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Bears and this running back headed back out for a new series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Has a hole left, room to run. The 30, the 10, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears need only one to take the lead. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Love. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Number 9, Christian Watson. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Green Bay.
Throwing, Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Has him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Pass is cut at the 9. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Cut near the goal line. It's a Green Bay touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
Cade York to kick
On now is York to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Airing it out to start this drive. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10, looking to throw. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Dropping back to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That's a short gain of 1. And that's a Chicago first down.
Win the early battle. Give them the leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll throw on first. That throw finds Komet. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They have themselves another first and 10. Now a give to Swift. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down, that brings up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Packers' 16-yard line.
From the 16. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. We have an injured player out there now, and it's DJ Moore who's being looked at after being shaken up. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, if he's able to handle his third field goal of the game, he'll just inch them a little bit closer.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Love from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
On second down, Jacobs jukes out a one-stop. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought down by Quay Walker. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Scott reels it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's got to be one of the shortest completions I've ever seen on the curl and go. That route's like a fine wine, Kate. It gets better the longer it matures. But that court came out a little early that time, and it was only a small gain.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Throwing from the gun. That's complete. Here's Scott. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead to 8. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
At the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Completed here to Kmet. And he's tackled for a short gain. And the Packers at a 50-B out there for this 3rd down play. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be...
He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
I'm pretty sure his special teams coach is going to have a talk with him after that one. He can get as creative as he wants and do whatever he wants. Just don't lose yardage or the ball. You start doing either, and there's a problem.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Running behind center with Swift. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Pass play now. Escapes the set. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They'll bring out the punter here. Tory Taylor will kick this away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
Come on, set, slow check.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They did it! He made the interception! Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a design boot. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st down throw. Here's Love. They did it! He made the interception! Tyreek Stevenson has it!
Well, Obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Design bootleg here. Komet brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Desperation time here on 4th. Getting out to his left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an...
Oh, no, the ball is loose. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now, as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
Out now runs the Packer offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. They did it! He made the interception! Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears have some new life in the 4th. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
As a man, it's Scott. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. They run with Swift. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Packers into a nickel defense, third down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears jump in front late. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Packers all set to get back out there. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back to throw. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Loves to throw again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets. This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown. Big spot for the Packers here. They'll go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game.
36.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground. They run it in for 2.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
On now is York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. Now to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll throw on first. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. So that brings up second down. They'll try and throw it here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. To throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Looking to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.